All right, guys, it's Paul Singh, the Market Speculator, with the trade report for Monday, December 12th, 2016. Big start to the week. While the market is pretty much break even here, maybe even down a little bit. Huge move in oil, up 4%. Yesterday was up around 5%. So we're going to get a nice pop in energy. If we look at the pre-market leaders, just about everything gapping here is an energy-related stock. So that's fantastic for us because of our UCO and OAS positions. And let's quickly take a look at that here. If we look at USO, first of all, you can see we're getting the big break over this range. The reason is non-OPEC companies countries have joined OPEC in deciding to limit supply. So obviously less supply means higher prices. So UCO here, we're getting, remember our entry was right around 10.03. We're up close to 12. So we're sitting at a 20% move here. Fantastic, huge gain here. I'm probably going to look to take profits today. And maybe we can get in again at a pullback, but too much profit here to let go of, let pull back. Maybe I'll watch a little at the open and see if we get a push. And then maybe I take just half off and see if we get a bigger move. But I think I'm content now with the big win. And same goes for OAS. We entered here at 1460. We're going to be up close to 1660. So that's going to be a pretty big win as well. I'm looking at maybe a $4,000 win and a $3,000 win. So these are nice gap ups here. And we'll probably look to take profits. So let's quickly go through some other positions here. Play is the earnings breakout. If I get a point or two in play today, I might look to take profits. Apple, I was stopped out of yesterday on the remount here, or Friday on the remount in the 112s. It did go all the way up to 114. Air G, again, we're just under that moving average, and we're set to open right about where we closed. Twilio is getting close to our stop level, so I'm going to watch that closely right around 28.50 to 29. FCX is popping a little bit this morning. This is right around our entry, so we're still waiting for this consolidation and a breakout. And then finally our X short position, which is working well, very extended. We're going to talk a little about that when we get into what's going on in the sectors in the market. Entry was in the low 37s. We're at 36, and we're set to open right around that level, I think 36.30, so nothing to do there. Maybe, once we get to the 9, I might think about profits here because we don't know if this is going to be a big move down or just a reflex bounce here once we get to the 9. Or a continuation bounce, sorry, when we get to the 9. So things are looking pretty good this morning. Let's look at the market now. SPY, again, another up day here. So nonstop up 0.6%. Now we're set to open. Break even, but we'll see how we end up in the day. But we're very extended, so it's going to be tough to enter positions, and that's reflected in our watch list this week. IWM also very extended, and the Qs have been making that comeback to highs now, which is a good thing for the market because initially we were seeing a rotation out of tech, and now tech is coming back. So it's like everything now is moving in the market, which is what we wanted to see. We didn't want to see segmented to certain sectors, which initially happened after the election, but now tech is catching up, which is a good thing. Going over our other sectors, you can see here at SMH, which is semiconductors, right at the highs after looking like they were going to break down. So it's completely invalidated that big breakdown there. IBB still lagging, but bouncing a little bit here. Again, there's some concern with, whereas the rest of the market, especially commodities, have the deregulations and things in their benefit with Trump's win. Trump has made some comments about biotech, or at least intimated that he also may go after some of the drug companies. So biotech is lagging right now. And then the other sector we're looking at here, Russia, of course. Mine's blanking here. Russia has been on fire, again, related to Trump, and we're gapping this morning. I think that would be related to the potential pick for Secretary of State, I think it is, who has ties to Russia. So obviously Russia is going to pop on that, but Russia is getting very extended also. And I would look, as we are with steel, for a potential reversal play at some point here. Once these things get hugely extended like this, and we would use obviously the triple leveraged, and then finally energy gapping up with oil, of course, and then financials here also very extended, but not gapping up this morning. We'll see if we get a pullback there. So the plan going into the week is we've got a lot of extended sectors. We're watching those same stocks. I'm not going to go over them because we went over them. If you need a review, go to past video, but they'll be listed in the summary in the trade report. What I looked for to add to the focus list this week were stocks that just aren't quite that extended but are looking decent. So I put all the FANG stocks in there. Google has remounted its moving average. All these guys are either remounting or getting close to remounting. Netflix has always been the strongest, showing relative strength, holding its earnings breakout near highs. So the way you play that would be test the 9 and show some strength, or test the 50, show some strength, or a breakout of 130. One of those two gets you into Netflix. Facebook, and again, I've got so many positions here that I might not be adding. That doesn't mean you can't go into this focus list and pick some good ones for yourself if you want to add. So don't just go by what I'm doing. Two ways to use the report. One is to just follow my alerts, but really, you should be learning from here, listening to these videos, and then picking your own stocks from the focus list. Facebook here, ready to remount the moving average, so we'll watch that one very closely. Apple here, remounting that stopped us out, so it's looking strong as a remount now, and we could even reverse our initial short. And then Amazon, I'd wait for a break of that 50-day moving average. Now, GWPH has been wild. We got stopped out once, even though it still looks strong. Volume pattern is still decent, but I would watch for a break of the 50. A remount of the 50 would get me back in. WLB is a coal stock, very strong, has pulled back, but holding the 9. I want to see how it reacts at this level again. A lot of these are either holds of the 9 or breaks of the high. Twitter, all of a sudden showing some strength, broke out last week and is consolidating. I would say a break of 20, and maybe we see a move up to 24, 25 and filling that gap there. AA Alcoa looking really strong, holding the 9 right around 32. You could probably enter right here. And then two different breakouts from last week. TLRD, huge move. I could have got in this on the break almost exactly like I did with Play. Huge volume coming in, and there's some short interest, and you can see it pop the next day, just like our Play did also. But I had enough positions where I decided not to do that. Those of you who are intraday traders, this was a great, had some great setups for intraday trading on the day of the breakout. And then TLYS, another one here. Big breakout now is forming that high type flag under 15. A break of 15 could set it up for the next move. So watch that one. So we're going away from the overheated sectors here, trying to find some stuff that are giving us decent setups. But we still are watching all of those areas: defense, metals, steel, finance, and a few other areas, Russia, and a few other areas here. So that's it for the trade report. I don't know if I'm going to enter anything today, but I probably will look to take some profits in energy if I can get a good exit here. So be on the lookout for an alert, or just take the profits yourself when you see them. You don't have to wait for an alert here. Okay, I'll see you guys either later today or early tomorrow. Also, I wrote an article on FOMO, fear of missing out, which pertains to this market and how to shift your perspective. I'm going to put that in the trade report. It's in the blog on Bulls on Wall Street, but I recommend all of you guys read that one. Okay, talk to you guys later.